Hello trader, welcome back to deeppocketsforex. We'll be giving you our weekly forex forecast. This is gold that we have here. This is gold. Now for gold, you all know that we broke down structure for you step by step this previous week, and then based on this movement, we just broke down structure for you, and then we say that from here we should be expecting a drop. We should be expecting a drop here, and then that's exactly what we're getting. So this next week you can expect another drop here like this, another drop here. We're expecting price to break this previous low. If price decides to pivot up like this before breaking this previous low, then this is not our structure. The structure we're looking for is for price to move from this area down and break this previous low. So that is what we're expecting on gold. We're expecting price to continue lower here. So if you were able to catch this sell here, you can be looking forward to this, to price continuing lower, breaking previous low like this. So that is what we can expect on gold. You all know from our previous focus, this is a movement that we focused, we talked about it. Even after we got this extra movement, we highlighted that there's a reason to why we got this up move, and from here we're expecting price to pivot. This is GBP USD. Now for GBP USD, you all know that from here, this past week, we focused at a drop here. We say that we're expecting a drop. And just as you can see, we managed to get price moving down up to this area, just as we had highlighted this previous week. And then now we then say that from here, we're expecting price to pivot up. Now, all this movement, you can see that price followed our down move and it followed our up move from right from the pivot area that we had highlighted. You can see that right from here we got price moving up. Now someone might ask how we're focusing some of these things. Now if you watched last week's video, you all know that we focused based on wave analysis now combined with smart money, and it has given us an edge. As we predicted, it has given us a better edge. So if someone was interested in this movement, they know exactly to why price is supposed to be pivoting from this area. Just as you can see, we got a drop and then we got an up move. This move was focused based on our smart money concept. So from here we managed to get an up move. So right from this area, what we can focus next, from this area we can expect price either to give a drop here like this, breaking previous low, or alternatively we can expect price to just move up to this area, to around this area, right from this area. Then from here there's a chance that we might pivot up, breaking previous high, or if price decides to follow this route here, breaking this previous low, there's a chance that price might push for one more up, and that one more up is like will be expected to break this previous highs. So that is what we can expect on GBP USD. Remember, price can always follow different routes, but at least if you have a list of routes that price can follow, you are able to know that okay, when price does this, it's gonna move down, and then from here it's gonna move up. So if this is an alternative route, you know how to prepare for this move if it comes. And if you know this move, you can prepare for it, and also if you know this move, you can prepare for it as well. So that is what we're to expect on GBP USD. This is Euro CAD. Now for some of you, you all know that from here this previous week we say that we're expecting one more up to break previous high, That's what we highlighted here on Euro CAD. And after we highlighted this, we say that after this up move here, we'll be expecting price to pivot all the way down, breaking this previous lows. That's what we said we're expecting. And now you can see we got the price moving up and price moving down and price moving up. So right around this area, there's two things that can happen here. We can either get price moving down like this, all the way down as expected. So price moved up, then it moved down like this, then it moved. So price moved up, then it moved down, then it moved up, then down. But overall, if price decides to follow this route, then it would head all the way down to this area. Alternatively, we can have price given this kind of movement here. we can have price from here giving a corrective structure, then up like this. Are you seeing that? Then giving another corrective structure, then up here. Then if price decides to follow this route right from this area, we are still to expect this movement here. We are still to expect this movement here like this. You see, so this movement, what I'm basically saying is that this movement can only be delayed, but it's expected, it's needed. Are you understanding that? So that's on Euro CAD. This is GBP JPY. For GBP JPY this previous week, we said that we're expecting a corrective structure here, then one more up like this, breaking previous high like this, all the way up. Then we say that from here we should be expecting a pivot. We should be expecting a pivot here. That's what we talked about this previous week. Just feel free to check our previous focus on GBP JPY. Like I said, some of this movement, these are just templates. The moment you just get to learn how structure works, learn wave analysis, learn smart money, that's all that matters for you to be able to predict such movements, and then you know how to trade them accordingly. So right from this area, we can expect price to either give a corrective structure, then drop, or we can expect price to continue lower up to this area, then maybe pull back, then drop like this. So these are some of the movements that we can expect. Or we can expect price to move down like this, then give a corrective structure, then drop like this. So we can expect some of these movements. So on GBP JPY, that's what we have for you. This is Euro USD. Now for Euro USD, if you watched our previous forecast, we focused the price to pivot here, drop like this, then price from here should be expected to continue up like this. That is what you are to expect on Euro USD. Price is supposed to continue up. This small pivot here is a small pivot that we focused. This one using smart money, using the smart money concept, we're able to focus that at least from here we're able to get a pivot to around this area, just from to around this zone here. Then price can proceed up like this. That is what we can expect on Euro USD. Now remember, from here, this is a movement that we focused to move up like this. This is a movement we focused to move up. So even you, if you learn some of this smart money techniques and wave analysis techniques, you will be able to focus such moves. You're able to know that from here we can expect an up move. Then you can be able to expect that from here we are able to get this down move. All these techniques, these are techniques that I've taught my inner circle traders. I've taught my inner circle traders about these movements, these techniques. If you learn them, you'll be able to know why we got a drop here all the way down to this area. So this next week we're able to expect this. We should be able to expect this, and then from here we can be able to look for buy movements. If you're not already in a buy from this area, we can be able to look for a buy entry around this area here on Euro USD. This is NZD-CHF. For NZD-CHF this next week, we can expect a drop here. We can expect a drop here like this, a drop like this. But currently, what is happening here, this movement here, what is happening here, we can expect something like a drop here, slightly breaking this previous low here. After you get this drop, there's a possibility we might get one more up like this, just an up move to break this previous high. Then we can have this drop, like that. I hope you're seeing this, down, up, breaking previous high. Then we can expect a drop. That is what we can focus based on structure. We can get this, then up like this, then drop all the way down to around this area here. After price gets to this area, this one will be giving you an update on what's next from here. But this is what we can focus for now on NZD-CHF. Now let's move on to the next pair. We have Euro NZD. For Euro NZD this next week, we can expect an up move like this. We can expect an up move. And this up move can be impulsive. It can just be a sharp impulse move, similar to this. Or it can just move like this, up, corrective structure, up, corrective structure, up like this. You see? So we can expect that from Euro NZD this next week. Right from this area, if you want to trade this, you can be looking for entry around this area. you can be looking forward for entry around this area. So for us in the team using smart money, we know how to get our pending orders waiting for us right around the zone. Right around the zone, we can set our pending orders here, our limit orders, or then price would just pull back to our area, then get us in, then it goes up like that with us. So if you are looking forward to trading this euro NZD and you know how to trade it, you should definitely look for a buy here. That's all that we're looking for. We're looking for buy setups, no sell. We're just looking for buys. This is NZD-JPY. Now I want to show you something on NZD-JPY here. Remember, going back to NZD-CHF, you see there we say that we're expecting either a drop here, then up. Price moves up like this, breaking previous high. Now this similar structure, you see how price is moving here, then it goes up. We can still expect another drop, then up. But if you look into what has already happened here, price moves up, it gives down, up, down, then it pushes up. If you look into that structure, this structure, whatever is happening here, let's go on to NZD-JPY. It's the same structure that I'm talking about. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that on NZD-JPY? We're getting price giving this, then up. So right now from here, price can push down like this, breaking previous low. These are all templates. The moment you become part of our team, you learn how most of these structures work. So that's on NZD-JPY. So let's move on to the next pair. So for NZD-JPY, before moving on, we're expecting a drop here. There's a drop that's expected probably around this area here. Then from here we can assess price, we can reassess price based on how price has got to this point. Remember, price moves from point A to point B in different ways. Another move can just move sharp like this, another move can move like this, can move like this, another one it can move like drop, then like this, you see. So based on those movements you can predict what's next. You can predict what's next based on how price has gotten from point A to point B. So before we spend more time on NZD-JPY, let's move on to the next pair. This is NZD-CAD. So for NZD-CAD, we're expecting a drop here. We're expecting a drop here, like this, drop like this. That's what we're expecting on NZD-CAD. We're expecting price to pivot all the way down. But before then, always keep in mind, at such obvious levels where price is expected to pivot, when we predict this movement, you should always expect manipulation. Now, some of you would be surprised when you get price shooting up at you like this. Then that's when it moves down after taking down your stop losses. You should always expect that in Forex, and you should always prepare for that. And if your strategy doesn't cater for that, you should be sure to contact us, and let's just teach you how we find our entries using smart money. So here there's a possibility we can have price giving a corrective structure like this, and then maybe spiking, then getting it this down move, then moving like this, then drop like this. It's possible to get such a structure here, so don't be shocked when this happens. And alternatively, it's also possible to just shoot down from here like this, all the way down, or price moving like down, corrective structure down, corrective structure down like this. This is very, very, very possible. Or just getting small corrections like here. Are you seeing this? Small correction up, small correction up like this. Or price just giving this kind of movement here like this. It's very, very, very possible on NZD-CAD, and we can expect that. But right from this area, you should be expecting a pivot, a drop. That is what we're expecting. Right from this zone here, we're expecting a drop. That's on NZD-CAD. You should expect price to move up like this, up. From here, since we got this structure here, we're expecting up, price to break this previous high, and then we can also expect another corrective structure here, then up to around this area, slightly breaking this previous high. So this is what we can expect, up, correction, up like this next week. That is what we can expect. This is NZD-USD. Now for NZD-USD, you should expect price to move like this, then from here down, breaking previous low. You can expect this. We can give you an update on what's next this next week, but right now we can only share this down move here, breaking previous low. If there's any update, we can be updating you this next week on NZD/USD. This is Euro GBP. Now for Euro GBP, remember right from this area we focused at this up move here, and then after we got this, we expected price to move like this, then give a drop here. Now if you go back into our previous video, you'd realize that exactly how we focused at this is the exact what we are getting. So just like I say, this is just a template. It's just a template. Once you learn some of these things, you'll be able to know what's next here. You'll be able to know what's next here because you have learned the template. Now what I can tell you here, right from this area, you should be careful. We can expect another push up like this. We can expect another push up like this, similar to this movement here. We can expect another push like this here. Alternatively, we can have a corrective structure like this, then a drop. Then from here we can still have this push up here, move up like this. So we should be expecting this. If you don't know this, you should know this. You definitely should know this. And that's on Euro GBP. This is GBP CHF. From here, GBP CHF, we're expecting a down move like this, but we're wrong about this. Price just moved down like this up to this area and then up like this. So we're wrong about this. It's not like we're always right. Sometimes we're wrong, but most of the time our predictions, as you all know, our predictions, we usually follow our focus, but sometimes we are wrong. Price just pushed down and then it started to move like this, all the way up, just as you can see. So for GBP CHF, if you're still looking forward to trading this, right from this area, this move here, not that move, this move here that we focused at here, the move that we said is expected to go all the way down, can still be expected here because structure has not changed. It's just an extension here. We just got an extension here, an extension of this correction here, right from this area. When we're saying it's gonna be dropping, it just got extended. It happens sometimes in structure, and you should always expect that from time to time. So right from this area we can still get this push because we still need this push, and once it comes, it's gonna be impulsive, similar to this. It's just gonna be an impulsive drop like this. That is what we can expect on GBP CHF. This is GBP NZD. For GBP NZD, we managed to get this, and then we got a drop here this previous week, and then we got up. So from here we can expect something like this here, a corrective structure like this. We can have another drop here like this, then price up like this. This is very, very, very possible. But one thing to know, most importantly, right around this area, we should be able to expect a pivot up. We should be able to expect an up move here on GBP NZD. That is what we should be able to expect. This is CADJPY. Based on structure here, we can expect something like this, then maybe a drop here, slightly breaking previous low, then price up like this. This is what you can expect. You can expect this up move here after all this, up like this. It's also possible to get an up move here, but the chances are low. The chances are very slim. What we can expect price to either give a small corrective structure here, then get a drop here all the way up to this area, then that's when maybe we can have an up move here. The chances are low that from here we can have an up push like this. It's possible, yes, but chances are very slim. So we can expect a corrective structure here, then a drop, then up like that. This is AUDJPY. Now for AUDJPY, price has just given this down move, then up move, then down move. So what we can expect here, can expect price to push down like this all the way up to this area, either impulsively, or after we get a corrective structure here, we can have price push down to this area. Then from here we can be assessing what's next. So that's on AUDJPY.